Hi there. Let's talk about the selection criteria for English teachers in Tokyo in some of the English schools. To start with, most recruitment companies are looking for fluent English speakers. So, you don't really need to be a native English speaker, but if you've had your schooling and your education in English medium, so it doesn't matter if you are a native speaker or not. Reason being, a lot of companies hire English teachers not just to teach English but also to get the clients accustomed with the different countries and the different cultures. So a lot of clients want to meet people from different countries because of their work or for other reasons, like they want to travel to different countries and hence they want to meet people and familiarize themselves with the country and its culture. So the basic criteria is you need to be a fluent speaker and you need to be having your education in English medium. And aside from that, uh, you need to have a charming personality, a friendly, and like a good listener, because that's something that's very important, because as a teacher you need to allow like a 70-30 ratio where 30% is you speaking in the lesson and 70% is your student. So that again will be covered in your training, but the basic criteria is that. So you could be a native speaker or you could be a non-native speaker, and you could come from a country where English is not the first language. It doesn't matter. As long as your English skills are good, you are comfortable and fluent and have a neutral accent. I mean, even accent doesn't matter because basically a lot of clients are also interested in learning English the way it is spoken in your country. So they don't want to learn, you know, they want to familiarize themselves with the way English is spoken in a particular country, because they might be going there for work, they might be getting transferred, so it helps them to get accustomed to the accent of that country. So with that having said, aside from that, once you apply for a job, English teaching job online, so usually the companies would get back to you. You need to fill up an application form online, submit your resume, and then the company would call you for a telephonic round where they ask you for your visa status if you're in Tokyo, and if you're not, then probably they'll do it on email. They'll ask you for your readiness, how soon you are willing to relocate. And once that is done, there are usually webinars held maybe 2 or 3 times in a month, which are a 2-hour session where the company would probably give you a complete understanding about the job vacancy and the expectations. Um, this would be done in person as well as online. But now, if you're not in Tokyo, obviously it will happen online. If you're in here in Tokyo, it could be in person session. Once the 2-hour webinar is completed, you would have your first round of interview, which would be around 15 to 20 minutes. Basic introduction, and then they might give you a small demo to do. And once that's done, then you are contacted in a day or two and informed about your status, and again ask for your availability for the second round of interview, which will be held by another recruiter. So even if it is in person, it'll be a different person who will be interviewing you. Before the second round, they'll ask you to complete a pre-task, which would be probably an easy questionnaire about your interest, why you're interested for this profile, why do you think you're suitable for this role, and they'll give you a particular maybe one or two scenarios where you are to teach a client. So, what would be your approach? So, you need to prepare that. And from the one or two client scenarios that you are provided in the pre task, you will be asked to conduct one with the recruiter. And that would be your second demo. And this interview would be a little longer, so maybe 30 to 40 minutes. And once this is done, you are done. Okay, and after that, within a day or two or within a few days, they'll contact you and let you know your status. They'll ask you for your readiness for a 3 days orientation, which is held in person in the head office. And this would be a complete detailed training about how the sessions are to be conducted, things to know, and a lot of theory and practical, which is very useful. And that's about it. So I hope I have covered everything, and I hope this clarifies a lot about the criteria. If you still have any questions, feel free to comment and let me know. And yes, please let me know what more can I cover in my future videos. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. And yes, if you are new here, please subscribe, share, and like my videos. See you in the next one.